What's up? Welcome back to the shop here with Black Betty. Hasn't been on the channel much lately. For those of you that don't know Black Betty, it's a Greg Bridgewater chassis undercover, McAllister bumper, just something I pieced together a while ago when I was getting more serious and I first changed to mid-motor. Gave it to my wife a couple months ago, and when we first got there, it was a green surface, so we were all just turned way down. Nobody really ran any stellar numbers on Friday until the afternoon and night when we got the track to come around. Starting to get after a little bit there, just getting her used to being on the air tires. Got her on reds on air, helping her with the tune-ups, and put a little bit more weight on the front. Got about 3 ounces out there, and just working on the car and getting her in a really good mindset to where she's comfortable. Car's going dead straight. Very happy with the car. Very happy with Sherry. She did a great job. So we got her a new PB of 184, and then she just lived in the 80s. We really didn't touch it much. That's why you don't see many changes. And then Saturday came and rain for like the first half of the day. So again, green racetrack. We got 2 rounds at 2 hours of testing, and I don't see any tickets here marked for Saturday, so I can't tell you. But obviously, when we got into first round, she got a broke by, got lucky there. And then the second round, she got a race against Joe. He only went a 185 to a 194. If I had more time tuning 2 cars, I could have hopefully get her back up to that there and would have gave him a hell of a race. I mean, it only went 75, but it must be front halving really hard, to go 81 miles an hour and only go 185. So very happy with the car. Can't wait to get on another system with full increments and see where we can add and take away. Again, great job, honey, with your Traxxas. Black Betty was rolling. We'll be back with Hyde. All right, back here with Hyde. Had an awesome weekend. My 3rd time out with the car. I'll let you guys know right off the bat that I didn't go any better than the 160 I went the other weekend at the race. The surface just wasn't there. As you know, it was a fresh surface, so let's get right into it. Just set it down, go right through the tickets and the progression. This is just Friday tickets. I don't have all the tickets. And as you know, when we get done with this day, Saturday is complete washout. So get it down to the low 17s. Not that many people there. It was like maybe 8 to 10 cars there we were all testing together. So happy with that. Go to the hotel, get up next morning. It was rain Saturday, so like I'd say noonish. And Shelly Ho asked, was cool enough. The guy from the RCYMCA or whatever, RCNCA. I've known this guy for 20 years, so when he put on a race, I was excited. I mean, look at the dates of these races that I've been videoed by him, and this video, take picture of this car, been at every world final. So yeah, I was really excited that he was putting on a race because he's probably the most knowledgeable guy putting on a race. So it made me excited that we were going to get a good deal there. And so we get there, and he gives us 2 hours to get the cars back together, which is totally fair. It's the same for everybody. It's the same track, same day. So we all work our way back up the best we can. And they had to torch the track. They had awesome equipment, great facility. I think the only reason why the car count was low is because obviously the weather forecast, takes people from getting over there. So first round, get the tickets out here. I get this guy, Mick, right? So he gets me in the first round with a 174 to my 183. That's all I was ever to get the car up. Tuning 2 cars at once. I was losing a few hits there and there, but that's what, me and my wife working together, that's how it's going to be. So pay my $20, I get back in. Fortunately, I pull my friend Doug that we race with all the time. So didn't really do much to the car. Surface is still coming around from the rain. And he had an issue. I got lucky and got it down through there. And then I got Joe the next round. And man, he had good mile an hour. But boy, look at that Patriot front half to outrun them 75 to 77. Nice. Got a little bit on the tree, nothing much. And yeah, got that round. Then I went on to round 4 and I raced Max, who is part of Custom Works, and the previous night I believe he set the track record, which was nothing super fast. I think it was a 67. But just the way the race was, the respect between the people, and it's not because I have a patron. I mean, we haven't really talked until after this race, and we talked for a while after the race was over and got to know him and his wife. She won her class. Really nice people. So, I mean, trees are pretty damn close. I was able to just to get a thousands on him and just get by the win. I mean, whole, high five, bro hug thing happened, man. Really cool dude. So then we get on to the final, and not the kind of guy that's going to talk about people behind their back, because that's just cowardly shit. So I'll let you hear it right from Shelly Ho's mouth.
Hey guys, we're continuing on here. Mike and Aaron have to rerun their final round because I screwed up a tree. That was completely my fault. Also, big dog competitors. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I had that tree not set on an instant green. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not.
I have it on camera.
I had it set on a full tree. I'm sorry, on a pro tree. Now, with that said, neither driver got a reaction. Well, they did get a reaction time.
LB3A.
So there you go. You hear it himself. He had accidentally messed up on the tree. Human error. It's going to happen. It's just the fact that you have to owe up to it. So I got my ticket. I asked my wife to go up and get the ticket. And I see that it doesn't have any reaction times on it. So I go up to him and I say, hey man, I wait for him to get done to announce in the next race. And he goes, what's up, bro? And I said, I see that, how did you call the race if we both got red lights? And he goes, oh. And he looks at the ticket and he sees that there's no reaction times. It says, LB3A, which means left before tree activate. I don't have the ticket because Gary has it. I left it with him. You can watch the Webb's video. Again, shout out to the Webbs, man, for the awesome coverage. My table was right in the view of the camera at all times. I walk up, I walk back. The only thing was different, I didn't have a ticket in my hand. So I'm under the impression we're doing a rerun because Gary agrees he made a mistake, not in only one final, but 2. So those guys got a rerun. I'm under the impression I'm getting a rerun, not aware of what happened with Mick's car. So you can hear him calling him on the thing, calling him, where is he, where is he? He gets up there, they have a powwow, and there's like 10 people up there. And I get called up there. He asks for my wife to come up, so she comes too. It's all on video. Tells me that he's giving him the win because he made the full pass and I didn't. Well, what happened was when the tree drops, it's instant green. So what am I supposed to do? As soon as I've been doing it for 3 years in this and 25 years prior, 30 years plus in my real racing career. And so if I'm going to leave on the next thing that moves, so accidental tree, get it, I leave. But that is the brightest green light I have ever seen in my life. So I don't hear him leave, so I lift. Then I hear him leave, so I get back in it. You guys know the chassis is unloaded. All the weight transfer is done. I'm off the throttle, I'm toasted. I try and squeeze back into it. We're all trying to do this in less than 2 seconds. So, the mind process is going on, and I lose the tire. It kicks the tire and it starts to head towards the center. I lift, it crosses, boom. And that's that. So all I asked him was, I can't get a rerun? And he goes, no, because his car is broken. Well, all the racing I've ever done, if the racer can't make the call, it goes back to the person that can make the call and is ready to race. So I don't know why he flip-flopped on his decision like that. It is what it is, but that is what is really deterring people from going to the races. It's not the ETs. It's not the people. Most of them are awesome. There's no room in this RC for promoters. This isn't wrestling. It's track owners and us racers. The money goes to us. We're the show. So we'll see how it goes on down the road. Hopefully we can get this problem fixed when people get pressured from people or whatever the reasoning was why he changed his mind from what was right to what was wrong. And that's it. The only other thing I really learned was nut hugging is alive and well. I mean, I think there's a new technique like a pneumatic seal. I mean, the guy didn't even have to squat down to test because he had like 2 human chairs the way the lips were just wrapped around nuts. It was amazing to see and very eye-opening experience. Really didn't think I would see that, but it is what it is. Life goes on. I mean, I learned that a long time ago. And you all have a great week. See you at the next races, and we'll be back at it. We'll be back at it, guys. Have a great week. One last thing, shout out to all the people on Facebook that had my back. So as you see, I just in disbelief. When we were all there in front of that guy, and he was making his decisions, and he was like, "I split the money with you. What's the big deal?" I'm like, "I don't care about the money. I want to win. I just want a rerun." He said he can't do it, so I gave him a thumbs up, and I was done. I just don't understand why he won't let it lie. It's just really weird. There's like 18 people there. It wasn't even a big race. But c'est la vie. We'll see you all at the next race. I believe it's the Clash of the Titans round 4. Okeechobee, I believe. I'll let you all know. Y'all have a great week.